Arabella stood in her kitchen, phone in hand, staring at the text message that had just arrived. "We need to talk." The words from her boyfriend, Jason, echoed in her mind, reverberating with a sense of finality. Her heart sank, and a flurry of questions began to swarm her thoughts. What had she done wrong? What could this mean for their relationship? Arabella was no stranger to overthinking. Every detail of her life was scrutinized under the harsh light of her expectations. She had always believed that setting high standards was the key to success and happiness. But lately, it felt like a source of endless frustration and disappointment. As she waited for Jason to arrive, Arabella decided to distract herself with some chores. She glanced out the window at the overcast sky, the world outside a reflection of her gloomy emotions. The minutes felt like hours, and her mind raced through every possible scenario of their impending conversation. Finally, the doorbell rang. Arabella took a deep breath and opened the door to find Jason standing there, looking more serious than she had ever seen him. They sat down in the living room, the air thick with tension. "Arabella," Jason began, "I've been thinking a lot about us, and I feel like we're at a crossroads. I care about you deeply, but I think we've been struggling because we have different expectations." Arabella felt her chest tighten. "What do you mean?" Jason sighed. "I mean that we both have these ideals of what our relationship should be, and it's causing a lot of stress. We're always trying to live up to these perfect standards instead of just accepting each other for who we are." Arabella was taken aback. She had never considered he felt this way, and that her high expectations might be part of the problem. She had always assumed that striving for the best was a good thing. "So, what do you suggest?" she asked, her voice trembling. "I suggest we start accepting things as they are, rather than constantly trying to change them or worry about what they should be. We need to focus on the present and appreciate what we have, imperfections and all." His words struck a chord with Arabella. She realized that her constant need to control and perfect every aspect of her life was not only affecting her relationship, but also her own peace of mind. She'd been so focused on what she expected from life that she had forgotten to appreciate the life she had. As they talked, Arabella began to see things from a new perspective. She understood that acceptance didn't mean settling for less. It meant finding contentment in the present moment and allowing things to unfold naturally. It was a lesson she had long resisted, but now saw as essential for her happiness. One evening, as Arabella sat on her balcony, sipping tea and watching the stars twinkle against the dark sky, she felt a sense of contentment. The change in Arabella didn't go unnoticed. Her friends and family saw a new lightness in her, a calm acceptance that had replaced her previous nitpicking. Jason, too, noticed the difference, and their relationship blossomed in a way it never had before. They found joy in each other's company, free from the burden of unmet expectations. Arabella's journey taught her that life's true beauty lies in its unpredictability and imperfections. By letting go of her rigid expectations and embracing acceptance, she discovered a deeper, more fulfilling way of living. She learned that sometimes the greatest gift we can give ourselves is the grace to accept things as they are and the courage to face the unknown with an open heart. True contentment comes from embracing life as it is Rather than constantly striving to mold it to our expectations, acceptance allows us to find peace and joy in the present moment. I've learned to be content whatever the circumstances. Philippians 4 verse 11